educators, all of us, for the future generation, must act now to turn around the lack of investment in agricultural research and development, which handicaps the ability of the poor, smallholder farmers, to fight climate change, boost productivity, and to feed their families. So more investment is not just from governments, but from people like us, the private sector. They also need to come to the party. Research, when I did a short talk a while ago on research, I asked our research manager in the South African office what has been done lately on the research in pulses. And it is very sad to tell you, not very much. So research in the sector does not attract the fair share of monies that are set out for agricultural research. These orphan crops, as we would call them, are ignored by funders and do not get the recognition they deserve with all the positives they deliver, which to me is just mind-boggling. A new global survey showed that the researchers were concerned that the level of research funding into pulses is so low that it might be handicapping efforts to improve food security and agricultural sustainability. So that is something that concerns me exceptionally, from a low amount of money going into research from a pulse point of view. So from a sustainability point of view, we have to rebuild, restore, rehabilitate and renew, basically, before trying to actually sustain it. And this is the same with research, education and investment. So let's not let these sectors, those particular three, degrade slowly over time, which is always what tends to happen if you put it on the back burner, until we reach a point where it becomes too complicated to restore and to rehabilitate. So we should be far more clear and set in our ways of not letting to forget about it and put it on the back burner. Otherwise, we are going to have a problem trying to fix the problem. Education, which I'm slightly passionate about, education is another monumental factor, and little has been done in the education sector as far as I'm concerned, very much so, and designing of curriculums to highlight the importance of pulses to our youth. Consider this, if this was the case, we would be developing a new generation of more responsible thinkers and doers, people who will look at solutions before the problems occur. And that relates as well to those three previous items that I've just discussed. So the problem with the education in our country is that, and probably worldwide, which the United Nations has picked up on, is that young people from the ages of probably 4 to 14, the most important sort of age grouping within a child, from an education and training point of view, are not being introduced to pulses or to sustainability or to investment and those particular types of important items that would sustain themselves, their children, and going forward further in the world. So, in conclusion, we need to achieve development in an inclusive and sustainable manner. We need to meet the health and economic needs of individuals, communities, and industry, where the most underprivileged populations will gain the most. And funny enough, exactly that will happen. Transformation of industries and value chains with targeted and goal-orientated innovations, which private sector, we should rely on them. Create partnerships with real-world results in business, government, civil society, and academia. This is a thing that we all have to get involved in. We can't just let one department or one area take care of it. there needs to be a huge collaboration. Affordability and differences between pulses and meat, with references obviously to body mass index, CVD and diabetes. And why we keep going on about those three particular things is because it is costing countries worldwide huge amounts of money from their budgets in the health services on those three particular items. And that is due to the lack of education of food and nutrition. So we're also pleased, and in last and ending, that this year of the International Year of the Pulse, of which AGT is one of the funding sponsors worldwide, is instrumental in raising the profile of pulses, as well as enabling the linkage of global and national pulse innovations. And in Track C this afternoon, in the breakaway session, I'll be discussing certain items that we've done in this country and what's happening worldwide from a marketing and awareness point of view in the IYP, International Year of the Pulse, and then just touching on, once again, a bit of curriculum ideas. Thank you very much.